So sleep. It's pretty important. And I was recently playing God of War Ragnarok. You know, the game about the guy who's rocking designer bags under his eyes from the lack of sleep that he gets. And there was this moment between two of the main characters that really caught my attention.
Mind if I give you the best advice you've heard all day? And possibly ever? Sleep. That's when all the troubles of your mind work themselves out.
And that's some pretty great advice. Sleep is the best reset for the body and mind during stressful times in life. And it got me thinking about sleep and how important it is for us to get quality sleep and why it's so crucial for athletes of all ages to get the proper amount of sleep and rest. It's usually one of the most, if not the most, neglected and misunderstood aspect of athletic performance. An inadequate or an inconsistent amount of sleep can lead to an increased risk of injury, sickness, and decrease of overall health and well-being. How's it going, everyone? I hope you're doing well today. My name is Jamie, and I'm a certified athletic trainer. I want to shed some light on sleep and some of the recent research that has come out about quality sleep for athletes. Today, we're going to be going over what sleep does for us, how it affects our athletic performance, and how we can optimize the sleep schedule routine to maximize our performance on and off the field. So, without further ado, let's get started. Before we break down what sleep can do for athletes and athletic performance, I want to break down the architecture of sleep. There are two different types of sleep. There's non-rapid eye movement, or NREM, and rapid eye movement, or REM sleep, with NREM being divided into 3 stages. A sleep episode starts with the first initial stage of NREM, which lasts anywhere from 1 to 7 minutes, then moves on to stage 2, which is about 10 to 25 minutes, and finally stage 3, which is about 20 to 40 minutes. And it's during this third stage that we begin to go through slow wave sleep, or commonly known as deep sleep. This is where our body is fully relaxed, and experts believe that this is the restorative phase of sleep to help promote our immune system and enhance muscle recovery. And then we reach REM sleep following. The initial NREM to REM sleep cycle lasts on average 70 to 100 minutes, with the second and subsequent cycles lasting longer, roughly 90 to 120 minutes. In healthy people, REM sleep lengthens through the night and peaks in the latter third of the sleep cycle. So now that we have a brief understanding of what sleep is, what does it do for us and how can it affect our athletic performance? We're all told at a very early age that we should be getting about 6 to 8 hours of sleep, and for most people that would be great and ideal. But over the last few years, research has been coming out showing that athletes may require more sleep than the average person due to the strenuous training load they take on top of managing other factors and stresses in their life. Sleep allows the heart and vascular system to recuperate from exercise and training that occurred throughout the day. This happens because our breathing, heart rate, and body temperature all slow and lower during the latter stages of sleep. In addition, during deep sleep, there is a greatly increased release of growth hormone. Growth hormone, or GHG, helps boost muscle mass and repairs the body's cells and tissues that need replenishing from training. It is thought that limited sleep and lack of quality of sleep can inhibit the release of GHG and limit growth and recovery. In a study of high school athletes, it found that those who slept less than 8 hours per night on average were 1.7 times more likely to have an injury than those who slept for more than 8 hours. In a separate study of 496 high school athletes from 16 different individual and team sports found that increased training load and decreased self-reported sleep duration were independently associated with increased risk of injury. And in fact, the greatest risk of injury resulted when training load increased and sleep duration decreased simultaneously. Sleep additionally aids the body's immune system. While sleeping, cytokines, a small protein, is released that helps the growth and activity of other immune system cells and blood cells. These cells help fight off infection and other ailments that could affect athletic recovery. In a study of 154 adult men and women, sleep duration and efficiency were monitored over 14 days. Then following this 2-week period, the participants were given nasal drops containing rhinovirus and monitored for symptom development over the next 5 days. At the conclusion of the study, the individuals who slept less than 7 hours were nearly 3 times as likely to develop an infection compared to those who slept for 8 or more hours. While in a similar study of 164 adults showed that those who slept less than 5 hours were 4.5 times more likely to develop a subsequent infection than those who slept for more than 7 hours. Sleep is a great tool to have in your arsenal for optimizing athletic performance. Over the course of the last several years, multiple studies have come out demonstrating performance outcome in relation to sleep quality. This includes several studies showing sleep deprivation and the negative influence it has on athletic performance. A positive research study conducted in 2011 showed the effects of sleep extension in Stanford basketball players, and the results were outstanding. During this study, players were asked to maintain their normal sleep schedule for the first 2 to 4 weeks, and then for the next 5 to 7 weeks, they were asked to try to sleep upwards to 10 hours each night. And these were the results. Players ran nearly a full second faster in a 94-yard sprint, which is about the length of a football field, going from 16.2 seconds to 15.5 at the end of it. Shooting accuracy during practice also improved. Free throw percentage increased by 9%, and three-point percentage increased by 9.2%. Overall, fatigue levels decreased following sleep extension, and athletes reported improved practices and games. Sleep deprivation and even minimal amounts of sleep restriction have been constantly shown to impair accuracy in athletic events, where accuracy has been found to improve after sleep extension. One study found that dart throwing accuracy was significantly decreased after a single night of 4 to 5 hours of sleep when compared with a full night's sleep. Similarly, a single night of 5 hours of sleep in tennis players was associated with a decreased serving accuracy of upwards to 53% when compared with a normal night's sleep. Overall, sleep loss has been found to have a negative effect on a number of measures of subjective well-being, including fatigue, mood, and soreness. Impairments in neurocognitive performance caused by limited sleep could be the most critically important effect of impaired sleep on athletic performance and quick decision-making. Now that we've had a comprehensive look at some of the research for sleep deprivation and sleep extension, the question is now, how do we achieve a quality sleep to maximize our performance on and off the field? Here are some recommendations from the UCSD Center for Pulmonary and Sleep Medicine. Number 1, regular bedtime routines to help you relax and prepare your body for sleep. This can be reading, a warm shower, or listening to calming music. Number 2, try to get up at the same time every morning, including weekends and holidays. I know it's tempting to sleep in and relax a little bit more, but this will help regulate your sleep cycle. Number 3, use the bed for sleep and relaxation only. Limit activities or other stimulants such as watching TV or using your phone or laptop. And number 4, make the bedroom quiet, as dark as possible, and nice and cool. These tips will help promote and create an optimal sleeping environment for you to make sure that you get the best sleep that you can that night. And there you have it. Sleep can do wonders for the mind and body, and I hope you can take this information and utilize it into your recovery. Remember, you're not a machine, life happens, but continue to train hard and rest hard. Thank you all so much for watching this video. All the studies that I used for this video will be linked down in the description, and until next time, I'll see you then.